Boom. Hey internets. Here in my office in Los Angeles on a Saturday. And finished a consulting session actually this morning, and then just shooting off emails. I'm doing some light work. I'm also studying my my college courses from here. I have the privilege of being able to consult with people from so many different cities and definitely outside of the U.S. Because of the YouTube channel you're watching right now. And I mean, it would be ridiculous for me to be a brand director of a multi-million-dollar line right now, going to this online school in Patton University, and I'm also teaching at 2 different high schools now. So, I mean, I'm able to do it, I think, because I'm not married and don't have kids at this point, which I believe I will in the future, which should be sooner than later. I'm almost 40. But what I want to say is, one, there's a lot of sacrifice, so like the brands that I'm consulting with, I hope with having said all of that I want to help people. It would be crazy for me, to finish that thought, it would be crazy for me to put out like 400 videos on how to launch, maintain, or improve your position as a clothing brand if I didn't want to help people. That's why I love consulting. Like the one-on-one gives a better impact fast. That's all the answers are pertinent to you, whereas, as I said before, these are kind of general answers. But within that thought process, I just want to say that, the one binding element that a good majority of my videos talk about is the ability to move product. And even within saying that, there's so many different ways to take it apart. So the quality of brands that I'm consulting with is getting higher and higher. I mean, generally speaking, there's people that are learning very fast, and when I was 18, a million years ago, in the late 90s, well, almost mid 90s, there was no internet. So it's really great for me to be able to sit where I am from the perch that I am and watch people learn very quickly, because I communicate with everybody, not only reading your comments from the videos on Instagram, and then, when we actually make contact. And so that's amazing to see. But moving product is, if I could sum it up in one video, the ability to move branded product is the most important thing in the beginning, right? And sometimes you'll try a brand, it doesn't work, and you'll do you'll rebirth it or change it, or maybe you'll drop your partners and grab new partners. That can happen too. Some people will try once and then get burnt from it and just feel like, oh, I'm never going to touch fashion again. There's so many different stories. And then sometimes they end up coming back to it. But, just like I tell my high school students, like, all of that experience comes back around to help you. Trust me. Because when I launched my line in 2007, I mean, the end of the story for me was I was going to launch a line in my late 20s and make millions of dollars. Well, I happened to launch the line in 2007, which was the beginning of the mortgage crash. So that wasn't good timing at all. So I believe the brand would still be successful if I put those styles out now, but that's what I think. But I lost money that I had saved via real estate. Ironic, right by the mortgage crash. But and I thought at that point that was the end of the world, or my career at that point. And so, that was almost 10 years ago, as this is post-dating. And I've been creative director and now brand director of this brand that I'm working for. So I'm pretty much functioning as a president, and that experience helped me to really focus on all the things that makes me a successful brand director. Not just a designer, but a brand director, because I didn't know sales. I didn't know contracts. I didn't know marketing as well as I thought that I did. And all the things that I kind of talk about in the channel created growth. So it all counts for something, is what I want to say. Number one skill, moving product. And so a lot of courses and stuff that are out there really focus on brand and heritage and story, and I do feel that's important. But if you listen to the tone of most of my videos, I'm really very focused on logistics and sales. because that will save a lot of things. And I feel like designer-centric gurus or whoever in the space might be talking about fashion never talk about sales. And if they're doing higher fashion or really contemporary, then they're not dealing with startup, maybe t-shirt brands, shoestring budget, because you're not going to do a fashion show and sell out every season. That's a very runway type brand, and that's a different person than the average person that's watching this channel. But moving product, and I have tons of videos on that, so this is more of a commentary, guys. But if I could sum it down to one thing, it's the ability to move product and prove that you have proof of concept for a brand, a logo, whatever you have to encapsulate the beginning of what that brand is. Cool. Hope that helps. Anything to add? Anything specific? Any questions? Drop it all down below. Follow me on social media when you have a chance. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.